It is kind of strange to see this movie in the daytime. A movie that I probably should have saw at night, but I had to see it as soon as possible because I wanted to see it, get it out of the way. The film is called Only Lovers Left Alive, and is a brand new film directed by Jim Jarmusch, who's known for doing a lot of more independent films, kind of staying out of the mainstream. He's kind of stayed out of the mainstream his whole entire life. This is actually the third film that I've seen of his. He's been working since the 1980s. I've seen Broken Flowers, and I have seen Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai with Forrest Whitaker, which I actually own. I haven't seen that since 2000 when I saw it in the theater. But this is his brand new film. It's about vampires. It's about just how they survive in the 21st century, how they're getting around and living their lives, and how having to really just survive. I mean, this is really just a survival story. It stars Tilda Swinton, Tom Hiddleston, Anton Yelchin, Jeffrey Wright, John Hurt, and Mia Wasikowska. I could be pronouncing that wrong, I probably am, but I apologize for that. So yeah, this is just night by night. We never really into the daytime, as Tom Hiddleston is like this musician. He's living in Detroit, and his woman is living in Tangier, I think it is, Tangier. There you go, Tangier. And they're living apart from each other, but of course they've been around and have been in love for years and hundreds of years, centuries after centuries after centuries, and just trying to survive, probably in 2014. They get back together in Detroit, and they're just really living their lives. I mean, in the nighttime, they're vampires in the truest form. To me, as I was watching this movie, it felt like this was something that would have been more realistic than what we've gotten in vampire movies in the past few years with those damn sparkle vampires. It's really nice to kind of see something that probably is centered more in reality if vampires really did exist, and how mundane and lonely, mysterious, gothic, boring, meh kind of lifestyle that they live sometimes. As I was watching this, I just couldn't help but think, like, being a vampire is really not that cool, because you've seen it all. You've seen hundreds and hundreds of years, and you might just want to die, but at the same time you're stuck. You're just stuck drinking blood, and you have to find their new way of finding blood. But as a movie, I think Jim Jarmusch is an amazing voice, and I'm glad he's around. I'm glad he goes against the grain and doesn't do movies that are totally conventional. The average vampire movie could have been done right here, but it wasn't. Thanks to Jim and his direction and his writing, he wrote this film. I really like his voice. I haven't seen all his films, especially from the 80s and the 90s. I would like to go back and revisit those movies. Not revisit, I should say, see them for the first time. I do like Broken Flowers, and I do like Ghost Dog. This is an exceptional film, but it's definitely not for everyone. But I think people who like vampires and probably movies that stay true to the vampire lore might enjoy this film. Others might find it boring, tedious, pretentious. I can understand that. It's a little dry. It's actually extremely dry. But at the same time, it is so interesting, and had me just sitting there for 2 hours. Like, I was really enjoying my stay, especially where it goes. It doesn't really go into the normal tropes of a vampire movie. Maybe it's not as action-packed as some people would want it, and I can understand that. But for me, I actually really enjoyed that aspect of the film, that it stayed true to itself, that it wasn't so crazy and insane, and I like that. I mean, it does get kind of weird, and it does get kind of a little out there, that I know that it'll turn away some audience members. But I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it. I think Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston are just fabulous actors, and it's kind of great to see them step out of their norm, especially Tom. Mostly you know him for being in the Avenger movies, the Marvel films. It's kind of nice to see him do something completely different and show what a great actor he really is. I think Mia and Antoine and Jeffrey add some flavor to this movie, but it really is it is the Tilda and Tom show for the majority of the movie. I do like the way the movie looked. We're really only in the dark. We're never in the light. We never see the light. We're always dark in Detroit. It's dreary. It's disgusting. It's depressing. And for that, I really just dug the hell out of this film. It was very interesting. and at times I felt like I had seen something I've not witnessed in a long time, especially in the vampire genre, getting so many crappy mainstream vampire movies that just really go nowhere, and I'm really grateful this movie actually tried to go somewhere. And for that, I'm going to give Only Lovers Left Alive a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com. Subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePod.com. And if you enjoyed this video review, please click right here. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, great evening, whatever you do. This is a really nice theater. I definitely want to return to it. It's been about a year. I'll talk to you later at the next movie review. Peace.